With our scientists, facilities and our brand new flume tank, we can take your research and development projects further, faster.
This is a flume tank that has been recently commissioned by firma. It is the largest in New Zealand, around 190,000 litres in this tank approximately. The water is actually going around in a circular fashion. It's what they call current flow, or just flow in one direction, and that can be simulating current driven systems, so things like in rivers or the ocean obviously, but also things like towing for trawl gear, for example. We basically can get any flow velocities from 0 metres per second right up to 1.5 metres a second. If you think about it, you know, swimming generally 0.2 metres is quite a good flow velocity to swim against. You know, for the average person, 0.3 is pushing it. So anything above that you would find it a bit difficult to swim against. So that, just imagine it's 1.5 metres a second. That's a lot of water being pushed around. Everything we do here you can do out in the field, but it's just much easier in the lab. And it's a very controlled laboratory system. We can control all the flow rates that we want to see. We can control what kind of turbulence we want the you know, the gear to see or the prototype to see. And the beauty of it is that we don't have to worry about the elements of the ocean. We can test any day because we're in an enclosed building.
The flume tank really allows us to speed up our research. It's our in-between between our modelling and getting out into the real world. So the flume tank allows us to scale up some of the models that we've been testing with our computer modelling, our computational fluid dynamic modelling. We can scale those up to our flume tank and test them under controlled conditions. If you had to try and do this out in the real world straight away, it would take a very long time, it would be very expensive. But if we can do a lot of this in the flume tank, it can really speed up that process. Fishers really get excited about this stuff because they often don't actually get to see what their gear is doing underwater. So if we can actually bring fishers to the flume tank and they can see their gear and how it actually sits in the water, that really sparks the imagination.